Good morning, beautiful world. Today I want to share with you some stretching exercise. Usually I do before I ride and sometime in between. What I mean by in between, if I ride for 2, 3 hours, 4 hours and I stop, sometimes I do some sort of a stretching the body, the lower back and the legs and the neck, in special, from the helmet. If you're over 50 like me and you love riding, and sometimes it's a bit of a pressure on your neck. So usually what I do in the morning or before I ride, I prepare the bike, I come and I stretch from the neck down. I try to do some little bit of a decompression or sort of a warm up the neck. Very simple exercise I do. You can follow. If I start from the neck down, usually before I do neck rotation, I put my two thumbs on the chin like this and I lift up. Okay, try to stay straight and keep it for a few seconds. Then I go back here, just very light. I don't have to press hard. I just press down, so decompression a bit. This way, about 5-10 seconds. Then I go sideways, slowly relax the shoulders. Okay, try not to be tense. And I repeat on the other side. Okay, just like this. And then I can go back and forth, very nice and light. I don't want to force it all the way to the end, just like this. Then I go side to side, just a bit. Okay, then I go to the shoulder. I do some shoulder rotation, forward and backwards. I do some lift up and down, okay? And I can do arm rotation. Very nice and light, not too fast, okay? So remember, we are trying to warm up the joints, okay? And then backwards. 10 seconds, 15 seconds the most. Then I'm gonna stretch my shoulder. I go with the arm cross chest, and I'm gonna try to hold with the other hand and pull it lightly towards your chest, this way. Breathe in. Breathing is very important. So what I'm trying to do here, I breathe in. When I go to the max I feel, I exhale slowly. And I repeat on the other side. Also, if you're flexible on the shoulders, what exercise I like to do, I go back of my head this way.
This way.
For some reason I lost the audio here, so what I was trying to say, you can grab your elbow and push it down, or you can hold your wrist and just pull it down slowly, so that way you don't get hurt. So you can switch and do the same thing the other side, elbow. Cool. So 10-15 seconds is good enough. So what you want to do, you want to go about midsection lower back. So I'm going to stretch sideways. So usually I go perfectly shoulder, hip and heel in a straight line. I don't really have to bring the hand all the way. I can go even this way, all right, if you have shoulder problems. So same thing, breathe in, breathe out slowly. I repeat, you can do twice on each side if you want. Okay, breathe in and breathe out. You can hold on the leg a bit, right, before you warm up properly, or if you're flexible, okay, you can stretch your arm sideways a bit. And I do the same thing from for the lower back. I go up, inhale, and I stretch down, exhale, okay? Don't have to keep the knee perfectly straight. You can bend just a bit, all right? And again, you can do the same thing with the feet together. You just put them together, breathe in and breathe out. All right, and you can repeat this. You can do 2 or 3 times, 2 sets of 10 seconds, 15 seconds is good enough. For the hip, what I do, okay, I put my feet in sort of a 90-degree, okay, and I'm gonna push my hip towards the front toe. In this case, my left leg is pointing that direction, so I push my hip back and forth, like I'm rocking it this way, back and forth, very nice and light. Then I'm gonna turn the other way, same thing, back and forth, nice and light. All right, then you spread your legs as much as your flexibility allows you. All right, you don't have to go way too wide. And then you breathe in and you turn your body your chest towards one knee and slowly try to lean forward. If it's only this much you can go, it's perfect. Just breathe in, breathe out. Some people are more flexible, you can go a bit lower, and same thing, 10-15 seconds. Every movement I do down and up, I go slow. Breathe in and breathe out. All right, and I come back up. Now I'm gonna try to go to the middle. Breathe in, breathe out. You can put your hands down on the ground this way, or if your core lower back is strong enough, you can actually grab your ankle and try to go low. What else can you do also? I'm gonna do some lunges like this. So I turn, I go right on sort of a ball of the foot, hands on the ground. I bend the knee a bit back, and I'm gonna just drop my hip and look straight up. This is a very good exercise for hamstring, all right, and hip. Then slowly I turn and I do the other way. Hands on the ground. I don't want to put too much weight on my hip. All right, just the leg slowly. See, my leg is bent a bit, kind of like my knee goes towards the ground. And I look up a bit. And back. Now, if you're flexible and if you work out a lot, you can go a bit to more extreme stretching, more harder. So usually what I do, I spread my legs a bit more. I keep my foot like this on the ground, and I push my hip towards the floor, the ground. And then I do the same the other way. And I have an exercise which I really like for me because I'm flexible on my hip and hamstring. I put my hands on the ground, bend one knee, and I keep the toes up. The leg, I keep it straight and the toes up. And I push it down, nice and light. Everything I do, I try to do relaxed and breathing. Breathe in, breathe out. As I said, 10-15 seconds, and same thing the other way, 10-15 seconds. And obviously, even for young people they do sports and they're more flexible and more athletic, you can actually do some movements, with your stretching after you warm up. So my knees also, they get activated. Now, talking about the knees, I don't really like to do rotation on my knees. I like to go up and down. So I'll show you how I do it. Up and down, I go turn sideways. So I keep the legs almost together and leave a little bit of a space in between. Grab my knees, right? And I go like this. 1, 2. See? I don't go all the way down. Then I come back. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay? You can shake your legs a bit. All this exercise I show you, if you do about 2-3 reps, 10-15 seconds, won't take more than a couple of minutes, 3 minutes. Now, you can use the bike also. If you want to stretch a bit, we all can put the leg over, right? So when you go on the bike, you put the leg over and you hop over, right? So some people, they go straight this way, especially for adventure. That's a perfect movement. So what I do here, I go one leg on the bike, all right? I breathe in and try to lean forward. Breathe out. See, I don't really push it, force it, especially when I warm up. I just want to be nice and light. Breathe in, breathe out. If you're really good flexible and you have good balance on your feet, I can do this straight forward. I keep the same position right on the bike, and I'm going to turn towards my leg on the ground, and I'm going to lean towards this knee. And it stretches my back a bit, my hamstrings, stretches my inner thigh. It's absolutely perfect. So I can repeat this right and left. So remember, very important to warm up, stretch. Don't be shy. There's nothing wrong with that, especially if you ride a lot, if you go 3, 4, 5 hours trip and you stop, especially if you have a helmet which is not, let's say, fully carbon light. If my helmet, I guess, is 1.6 kilos, so for 4 or 5 hours riding, it's sometimes you feel it on the neck. You stop the bike, have some water, and then you can stretch again, do some movements here and there, and then you feel great. Lots of water, and what's most important, keep your body in shape, be happy, keep riding, and peace to all. This is the 2023 BMW 1250 GS Rally. Absolutely amazing bike. This is my preferred bike for adventure, and I have another one on Harley Davidson, which I will make a short video with and present it to you guys very soon, so stay tuned. Let's turn it on. Beautiful.